see the middle button, the second button, second symbol in on the bottom?
This one?
Hit that. And then what does the top one say?
Chat viewing options.
And what does the second one say?
Top chat.
Live chat.
Live chat. I want live chat.
Yeah. Alright, now come get it set up on the computer.
Alright.
Oh, you gotta turn the camera around.
Oh, I'm wondering what the heck's going on.
No, just there's a button on this side. There.
So. So you don't want to...
I'll lean in when I need to, okay?
Alright, so I'll get into the picture.
Hey guys, just give us a second. We're still trying to set up.
Ooh. Gotta look at my ugly mug.
I can't see what anybody's typing, so.
Alright, hold on. Hey, here we are.
Alright, who's been talking?
It's Crystal here.
And
Nicest guy in the universe.
hey Mikey, hey Crystal. Angel, stop.
Okay, gotta mute that. Lee's setting up a router.
There's Lee. Sup, Lee?
I'm sorry for the clowns, Lee. It is April Fool's Day after all.
Hey, Lisa.
See, I put this completely out of the way.
China's in the room with Ian right now so that she's not jumping all over Val.
And
Val's not having a good day and China's
Can you
like
see?
full
No.
of piss and vinegar because the neighbors
No.
were causing chaos earlier.
you're not at the bottom of the comments, so I can't. Okay, so where's China? She answered, hey, basket case. P.S. I got good internet now. Yay. Yay, Lee.
Element for life. Who that?
Who is Element for Life? What up?
Who that? What up?
Uh-oh.
See, we're
What are the neighbors doing?
causing trouble.
Element for life. Been a hot minute. How you guys with this COVID? Trying to stay away from it.
Yeah.
Element for Life. I still don't know who you are. See, you were wearing this shirt last vlog as well, Cincy, and I just closed my eyes.
No, I wasn't. Last night I was wearing my Slipknot shirt. Tonight it's my Jason Voorhees shirt. Thank you very much. I change my clothes daily.
We can't even see her. She's all you can see is me. In fact, I'll move over.
Oh wait, you saw that I was wearing my clown shirt last night is what you were saying. My bad. I'm sorry.
There you are.
Old
I
subscribe.
still was wearing that clown shirt. It's a Slipknot shirt. They're not clowns. They're just
Oh, okay.
Old subscriber from your channel. Well, welcome back. Any cases of coronavirus in your little community?
We wouldn't know. We won't have the test to find out.
Yeah, we haven't had any testing. The whole town could be suffering from it, and we wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So. Well, thank
We
you
have
for
no
finding
tests.
us, Element for Life. Hey, Cora's here.
Sakura.
Hey, Erica Yunts. So I don't know if you want to move closer to Kevin so you're in the picture.
Yeah, come over here.
Stay healthy and safe, if only. We have 20 cases here so far as today.
Where
Sup? Hey, Kevin.
6,000 in Florida.
Yeah, well,
I
we're
think-
talking.
Those
I
are
mean, we
only-
have some in New
Hey,
Hampshire,
Erica.
but we don't have any in Coos County
That we know of.
that we know of. But the main reason that is because we have no
This is the bed
tests. Angel's right here, so.
Watch out. I still don't think I'm in that picture, but
Nope.
it's okay.
Oh, closer. Oh.
Sorta-ish. Hi! I'm really on here.
Yeah, this is just scary what's going on. Okay, basket case.
Hey, Rhonda.
Hey, Rhonda. Duh. Hey, Terry. Good evening. Keep those hands clean always.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been staying at home for quite a while now.
Yeah, we were staying at home before they made it mandatory.
Boomer is probably in my bed sleeping. He's not feeling well.
How long are you guys locked down for, Crystal?
You bounced off of my face last night. It was lovely.
Yeah, thumbs up, guys. We got 15 people watching and only 3 thumbs up.
Oh, you're in North Carolina?
North Carolina just went under a curfew today.
Yep. Yeah, we've been watching quite a bit.
Pretty soon you
Keeping
won't
up
be
on
able to cross state lines. They're trying to make it where if you cross state lines now that you have to stay in that state that you're going to for 2 weeks before you go across another state line. Could you imagine having to go from the Pacific coast to the East Coast now? Have to stop in every state for 2 weeks?
Can you still take a plane anywhere?
Yeah, some of the planes are still running, I think.
So,
Yeah, curfews are, if everybody just does what they are supposed, stay home and social distance and stay locked down, they can get this thing under control, but so I've had a horrible day, so I'm kind of staying out of the picture, and I will let Kevin explain everything and
Yeah.
Sarah. So.
yeah, it was it was kind of an awful day, actually. Here it is, April 1st, April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
And we've already commented on a couple of our videos about the issues that we're having with our doctors. And it's gotten to the point now that I'm looking for a lawyer. It's gotten that bad. So, because of the issues with the medication, that they refused to refill a medication because it was a day early, and they were going to make Val suffer through a night without her medication. We did eventually get it. However, today we received a letter
Certified.
threatening us that we had threatened some guy, and there was a lot of words. I don't want to get into what was said, but
Basically, with me being bipolar, he came out and basically accused Kevin and I of being drug addicts, which then set my bipolar off full throttle. So I went off on him.
So we got a letter today, dated a week ago, saying that that if we don't learn how to behave, then they're going to cut us out of Coos County Medical. Which, of course, my first reaction was to shut it down there. We've already picked up another doctor elsewhere. So we will no longer be working with these doctors. They definitely don't have our health in their best interests. A lot of arrogance on their side. Val needed this medication and desperately, and the only thing that they were concerned about is why did we have to call it in one day early? You were missing 2 pills. What did you do with them? Did you take them when you're not supposed to? Did your husband take them? And that's what they did to Val on the phone, and then he went off on the guy. We did eventually get
all
prescription.
he had to do was go to my doctor, and she approved it.
Yeah, this wasn't a
But
doctor.
before he would even go to my doctor, he had to put me through what he put me through. Had to accuse Kevin and I of being drug addicts. This was the day after I had gone to the emergency room, and they checked me even between my toes for track marks and asked me if my husband was abusive to me.
Now, what we discovered yesterday, because we did actually get a hold of our doctor and talk to her about this, and we don't know if talking to the doctor caused the letter to be written or if it was a coincidence that it came today right after we spoke to her. But we asked what is in our file that makes every doctor we see consider us a drug addict. And she said 2 things, that you were addicted to Klonopin and addicted to marijuana. Now, both of which are prescribed by the doctors here. That's what they said. That in our file is that Val is addicted to 2 medications that was prescribed to her. So every time we go to a doctor, they're going to treat us like drug addicts. And Val did not want to be on this Klonopin. She had no idea what it was when we started it. It was prescribed by a psychiatrist in Corona, California.
And we have a regular MD messing with my psych meds.
Yeah, so this organization is pretty messed up, and they definitely have drug addiction on the mind, because this state, we were told, was the epicenter of the opioid crisis. It started here.
And then when I needed my other medication for my restless legs that sent me into a dopamine withdrawal,
yeah,
we had to go through the maternity ward because we couldn't get a hold of anybody in my doctor's office. Then Kevin ended up talking to the same guy that I had a problem with.
I had to beg
and he
him.
had to
I had to beg him to.
he told you had to do something in order for him to call.
Oh yes, I had to call her doctor immediately to explain why we were short on this medication. So, and again, it was like 2 weeks in a row we have medications that came up short before the prescriptions were refilled. This is something that that Val's been on for
10, 15 years.
10, 15 years. We have never had this happen. And when we were at Kaiser in California, I never even called anybody. I requested it online. And that went to the doctor himself, and the doctor would approve it. Because, you're told to, when you don't wait until you've run out before you call in a prescription. Call in ahead of time, you'll get it. And I've never had anybody do this.
Also, I don't feel that it's right that even though he's the head of nurse, the head of the nurses or whatever that are there, he's a nurse dealing with a patient with mental illness who's calling in because she's short medication. So you're going to antagonize a patient
who's bipolar,
who's suffering from medication withdrawals and can't go without these medications, and you're going to antagonize her into it's a very narcissistic form of making her feel like she's crazy or she's doing something wrong. She doesn't fill this prescription. She takes her 2 meds a day. That's all she does. She was 2 pills short. It was a leap year.
And it's a leap year, exactly.
And it was February 29th when they were out of the pills. But first of all, you've got the nurse not taking her request to the doctor, antagonizing her about her medication abuse, accusing her spouse of abusing her medications, antagonizing her some more, telling her that he's not going to tell the doctor. And all that needed to happen was he needed to get that prescription filled. All he had to do was get an okay. The second that the doctor found out that she needed her meds signed off on and that the pharmacy was waiting, she signed off on them. She had no problem doing that. So why was all of that necessary? Why did the nurse treat her like that? Why did he mess with a patient who's suffering from mental illness and a lack of medication, so medication withdrawals happening, and he's gonna antagonize her?
Yeah.
And then he's going to tell Kevin 2 weeks later that she can't have her restless leg pills when she's out of them either until they cooperate with him and agree to do something. There was too much
and also
noise, so I didn't hear what that something was.
His response was, "Well, we have this thing called the coronavirus here right now. You've heard of it?
There's 0 cases in our county, so
are we? Oh, there we are back. So, yeah, and we really had no particular problem with our doctor. She seemed to be okay.
Until I talked to her that day.
Until we talked to her, and all of a sudden, all kinds of things changed.
Yeah, I had a doctor that was working with me. He was putting through a whole bunch of blood work that they wanted me to have done for my swollen face and my restless legs. He was going to push that through. He wanted me to go through the back door to get the tests done so I didn't have to go through, like where COVID, if not that we have any, but, to be safe. And then I talked to my doctor, and then the next 10, 15 minutes after that, maybe 20, he calls me back and cancels my test.
He just told her to take some vitamins.
Told me to take vitamins and cancels my tests.
So, I mean, that could be a coincidence as well.
I don't think so.
All of this stuff came down, and basically the attitude is, oh, we don't like this person. We don't want to treat her anymore. Something needs to be done, and we don't have a lot of experience working with lawyers, but we could use some legal...
We could use some help.
Yeah.
Some legal advice, some advice from a patient advocate of some sort. Yeah.
I'm not willing to just let this go.
It shouldn't.
If I was 100% in the wrong, I would admit it and I would let it go. this guy attacked me, and now they don't record their phone conversations, so it's his word against my word. But I have two people right here that heard the conversation and heard him telling me that I was abusing my meds or that Kevin was abusing my meds.
Yeah, no, he was definitely in the wrong. I have a very close friend who works with patients with mental illnesses, and this is just not how you handle a patient needing a psych med at all. You do not deny them their psych meds. I'm sorry. A psychiatrist, yes, but a nurse, the head of their nursing department, why? Who put him in charge? A nurse, to my knowledge, isn't even allowed to make a script, so how does he have the authority to tell her no, she can't have her meds? And that is exactly what he did. He took it upon himself to tell her no.
Yeah.
And he's a nurse.
So Tammy is talking about how she has medication was stolen from her by a nurse, and we've had horrible experiences with the medical for incredibly bad, because Val lost her sister because of doctors, and the thing that they did right after she died
is changed her
records got changed, and Val's parents ended up suing and winning. And I know Crystal's aware of this. She was here because it was her mother who died. I have been under similar circumstances. Nobody died. However, I have an artificial hip due to a bone tumor that I had.
I had to have a full hysterectomy because doctors misdiagnosed me and kept telling me there was nothing wrong with me.
And I had gone in because I had severe pain in my hip, had x-rays. I was told to go home and stop being a baby. So 3 days later, it shattered. I was back in the hospital. When I was back in the hospital, apparently whoever I saw before said this guy, he's kind of a whiner. So, and it was 3 a.m. when I went in. They had to call the guy to do the x-rays. And
it would be medical malpractice in this case, so we're gonna have to find a good medical malpractice attorney.
Yeah, doctors are pretty dirty. They really cover for themselves.
On Saturday, when I was going through the dopamine withdrawals, we did a video on my phone of how bad of shape I was in. I so want to show everybody that video, but we cannot at this point.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
We got to save that video and show it to
right.
a lawyer, whoever we're going to be dealing with this. But we are not letting this go.
No. And yeah, I do want to save it for lawyers. Writing complaints and doing things like that is one thing, especially right now when most of the medical is overwhelmed. I don't know how quickly that'll happen, but it just seems to me a lawyer needs to be involved at this point.
Definitely.
So, and we're so unhappy with the medical around here. I mean, we weren't brilliantly happy in California, but this is got to be the rock bottom worst that we've ever dealt with. And I was really trying to get my mother to come move out here because she's alone. And her big response is, I'm not going out there because she has leukemia and she doesn't trust anybody out here. She loves her doctor and she's not going to move. And that's sad for me because I really did want her to come out here.
So
I wish I could live here and deal with the doctors I used to have in California.
Yeah.
Because even the issues I've had with them, they are much better than the people out here.
Having worked for a pharmaceutical company as a human resource manager, it's all about covering their ass. It's all about as you know, if a mistake is made, they're not going to they're definitely not going to throw one of their doctors under the bus for it. They're going to try and cover it. So that we've had that happen so many times. When I was a human resource manager, it was pretty much my job to cover up stuff that the company did, and that's one of the reasons why I'm not there anymore, because I wouldn't fire somebody for them because someone got injured. This is a great story, so listen to it. Somebody got injured. They sent them to our clinic where they handle the what do you call it?
Drug
Workers'
test.
compensation, where they have to go and do the drug tests. So workers' compensation office.
Yeah, workers' compensation. So we have a clinic set up, and I'm the one who set it up. I set up all of that stuff, and one of the things that we didn't do was drug screen when people went to the clinic. And I had been trying to get the company to put that on their system. What we had to do in order to do that, since it wasn't part of our procedures, is we had to have a meeting and tell everybody that, hey, we have to do drug screening now. If you get injured and go into to our clinic, they will drug screen you. So you have to sign off saying that you know this now. So it's pretty standard. You have to, it can't go into effect for 30 to 60 days. It depends on the state. I don't remember. But I couldn't get upper management to do it. They just wouldn't do it. And because what they would do is they would drug test them and then fire them anyway. And so I got this. Somebody, the doctor calls me up and say, hey, we drug tested this guy, and I just realized that you guys don't have drug testing as part of your procedure. So I don't know what to do with this, so I'm just going to give it to you. Because he knew that they weren't supposed to do it. So they drug screened this guy without his knowledge. Big mistake, number one. And then I got a request for them to fire this guy because he tested positive for marijuana. This was before it became legal. They sent me a termination report, and I called them and said, no, we cannot terminate this. If you want to terminate him, you're going to have to find another reason, which is what they usually do, as you know. If they decide they don't like you anymore, you're going to get fired. Yep. And they will come up with a reason for it. So they kept telling me, you're going to fire this guy. And I said, if we fire him for drug screens, you will be sued for drugging screening him without his permission and knowledge. And you have nothing, absolutely nothing to back you up. You have decided to fire somebody for an illegal test. I wouldn't fire him, so they fired me, basically. And that's how it works.
Hey Erica, hi Leslie.
So,
yes, Lee, I'm not taking any more phone calls or anything from them. If they have anything to say to us, they will have to put it in writing. Or once we find a lawyer, they can talk to the lawyer. We had been waiting for over 2 weeks for the gentleman I think gentleman is too nice of a term, for the man that I spoke to and the man that Kevin spoke to, for his boss to call us back. We've been waiting for 2 weeks for that to happen. And Monday, after I talked to my doctor, she told me she was going to have her call me back. Monday went, didn't call. Tuesday went, didn't call. I had to call there today. And then we got the certified letter in the mail. And then she finally calls us back, and Kevin talked to her and said that
basically we were not talking to them anymore, that we will be referring them to our attorney. And we will have the records subpoenaed as soon as we know what we're doing with the lawyers.
And she said, are you sure there's nothing I can help you with? I said, if you would have called back when you were
Yeah,
supposed to, you might have been.
I said you could have, but not now. That was my response.
So, and I'm very, very, very upset with my primary care doctor because we had a phone conversation yesterday, and we get this letter today.
Right. Yeah. It was dated. It was post dated basically, which I remember as an HR director doing all the time, post date stuff, to lie about when this was done and then just put it out in the mail and say, oh, it must have got stuck in the mail. So, yeah, we're aware of all the tricks. So, yeah, it is. As someone who is putting that, was it? Was it Lee said that it's a he said she said kind of situation?
Yeah.
But they acted on their he said, and we have to act on ours.
Yeah, they didn't even talk to me. They were not going to talk to me. His boss was supposed to call me,
but didn't.
But never did. So I called and made my appointment sooner with my primary care doctor after my dopamine withdrawals to talk to my doctor. And I said, we have a problem. And she says, yeah, I heard you verbally abused one of the receptionists. I said, no. I said, we were nice to the receptionists. I said, and I was nice to so-and-so until he attacked me. Then I went off. I said, please tell me you record your conversations, because if you went back and listened to it, you would hear it. But they don't record their conversations.
So, and Rhonda's right. We're documenting everything that we have and that we can.
We have names. I'm not naming names on here because I don't want to get into trouble for defamation of character or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I'm just keeping my names and everything quiet. The lawyers will have all of that information, and we'll go from there.
So, needless to
you
say,
are, however, allowed to voice your experience and your frustration.
And
yes,
I am, and I'm handling it very well.
Well, and needless to say, this has put Val into a deep depression today, and myself as well, which is difficult because I'm usually pretty cheery.
Even me, it hasn't been fun. Today's been an awful day. We could actually all do with a little bit of extra love and support sent our way right now. If you guys don't mind, we truly appreciate it.
Yeah, we feel. What was this? Can you tell a story time when the neighbors
and Nikki and John met?
This is not the time for that.
Yeah.
We're having a serious conversation about something that's going on in our lives right now.
Well, usually a company like that has a great deal of liability, and since they're doctors, they have a great deal of liability. If they're not recording their phone calls, there's probably a reason for it. So, and yeah, and as I said, because of the company that I worked for and tried to keep them from getting sued, if you have an attitude and an arrogance, which I think is what the problem is here with.
Hey,
with them,
Mike.
You do stupid stuff, and so they after this they'll probably start recording, and then they probably going to have to train their employees on how to behave, especially with mental issues. You don't just treat patients like criminals, which is basically what we were treated like. So, and yes, she is addicted to Klonopin, and it's not her fault. She didn't prescribe it. She didn't know what she was taking when she started it. We couldn't get off of it.
We tried.
We tried really hard to get off of it, and it was the doctors here in New Hampshire that insisted on it. They wanted her off of it, and they wanted her off of it now, and said, okay, we'll start weaning ourselves off of it. And I went really slow. She's on two 1 milligram pills a day. We started cutting them in half, and she was taking 1.5. And I would say within a week, she was going through severe shakes and diarrhea and depression. It was just horrible. We had to stop, and we told them
Migraines.
we couldn't. And the migraines that we've talked about for over a year now, right?
That's when they started.
It was caused by her attempt at getting off the Klonopin. And when we told her that there's no way we could do this unless, give us something that's going to help. They didn't know what to do. All they know is that, we should be off of this stuff because it's bad for me. And then, of course, I read an article where someone who was put on Klonopin and then taken off immediately, he commits suicide because of the horrible...
It's because you can't take someone with a mental illness off of their meds, especially not cold turkey.
Well, I will tell you guys, ever since they did that, where I tried to go off of the Klonopin, and even though I'm back up on my regular amount, I still have residual side effects from that.
Yeah, they're permanent residual side effects.
Yep, they're going to be with me the rest of my life, and they're not fun.
So, like, them trying to take her off of this medication last year permanently messed her up. And they're not fixing it.
No, and then they just list her
they're not even trying.
They just list her as a drug addict.
Or a difficult patient.
Yeah.
But they did it.
They caused this.
Yeah. Correct.
That's, and I'm sorry. At least these doctors think, and nurses here, think they're God. They think that they deserve total respect. No matter what they say or do to you, you cannot say anything bad. I'm sorry. I am bipolar. You push my buttons, I'm going off.
I'm surprised that we got this letter, and it's very strange to have gotten this letter because Val has had similar instances in Riverside and Corona.
And they never treated her like that.
Never treated like this. They would, however, suggest her visiting a psychiatrist, and it makes you wonder. You know what? We just saw you when we talked all about this. We just talked about this. She's bipolar. And I remember talking to this doctor. She says, well, it seems like you had some issues in Corona. I said, she's bipolar. You have to understand. I hope you understand.
They don't have a psychiatrist at this hospital.
And there are times, especially if she's in manic side of the manic depression, that she will get angry. And she's hard to get off of it too. It takes a long time it's like most people, they would be angry and it's over quick.
Exactly, Rhonda.
Val, if she gets angry, and it's not that easy to make Val angry, but she gets upset, and
it's not that hard. I mean, yeah, it's not that easy to make me angry. You're right.
And so
I don't get angry very easily.
But when she gets upset, all kinds of stuff can come out of her mouth, and that she shouldn't say, and you just have to accept
You write it out.
You have to write it out. And if anybody was a professional medical and understood what bipolar is like, should have dealt with that a lot better. Even the doctor, when we spoke to her, said that. Said, well, they don't seem to have enough training here for mental health patients.
You have a very valid point there, Lee. Yes, we are absolutely 100% judged, and we're treated like we're ignorant because we have tattoos.
Right.
The nurse at the hospital, when they blew out my vein in my hand and they were looking to give me another IV, said, "Oh, I can't give you one in this arm. I can't find a vein through all your tattoos."
Yeah, we got a lot.
Which is BS, because all you have to do is simply cut off the circulation, flex a few times, and bulge a vein. You can feel them. Her veins are very easy to find.
The other nurse who drew blood for blood work came in and had no problem drawing blood.
I was going to say, I'm not a phlebotomist, but I could do it. I can find your veins.
I almost asked him, do you want me to do it?
So, and they wanted to run
an IV for Tylenol.
For a liquid version of Tylenol. And we said, well, why are you doing that? What's the point of that? Is this just to...
We already have basket case. We are in the process
we've already changed.
Yeah, we have already changed. We're in the process of getting them all my records so that they can set me up with an appointment.
Right.
Obviously, it's going to be a telephone appointment. Val's veins are easier to find than mine. That they are.
Especially the one on her forehead when she gets mad. Boy, oh boy.
Yes, they wanted to run an IV for Tylenol.
Yes.
So I told them, because they looking all over for a vein. I'm like, you know what? If it's just for Tylenol, can I take it by mouth?
Yeah, don't waste our time. Tylenol's not going to help the pain.
That is called an attempt at gouging the bill, because starting an IV for a Tylenol drip is a hell of a lot more expensive than giving her 2 pills by mouth.
And by the way, that time...
20 years ago, it was $11 for a Band-Aid from an ambulance, okay? I know.
Yeah,
but still have
when this all went down, Val is having chest pains, and that's not something that we take lightly. Her health is not good. If she's having chest pains, we're going to treat it like a heart attack.
Yeah.
And so we haven't seen the bills yet, but I'm sure we've got huge bills for the ambulance as well as the emergency visit. And as far as I can tell, that they realized the ambulance, the EMT techs came in and did her EKG. And
no, they didn't do an EKG.
But what they did, first of all, it seemed pretty sure that they didn't think she was having a heart attack, but they wouldn't come out and say it. All they kept saying is, well, what do you want to do? I said, well, does she have a heart attack? Well, we can't tell. Because they're EMTs, they're not allowed to diagnose. They cannot. It's illegal. Only a doctor can diagnose.
That's terrible, Tammy. She said if it makes them money, they don't care. I've ached like I have the flu. Many other side effects for 20 years now because a doctor talked me into taking a med I was scared of. 1 dose.
Yep.
1 dose.
So.
By the way, that 1 dose cost $3,000.
Yeah, wow.
It's crazy.
So we ended up going to the emergency because the EMTs would not tell us if it was good or bad, but they made it sound like it wasn't. It basically made it sound like they didn't want to take us. They didn't want to take us, and so
small town. So supply and demand, that's how this medical facility is still in business.
Also, a lot of the doctors come here to do their residency.
Yes.
And then they leave.
Yeah, the doctors are pretty transient around here. In fact, when I started renting apartments out, I was told specifically at the doctor's office that if I rented for 6 months at a time in a furnished apartment, I could make a lot of money because the nurses and doctors don't stick around here. They come and go. So.
Yeah, my dad was at EMT too, and they can't diagnose anything either. All they can do, which the EMTs here messed up because they kept reporting to the hospital that they had dosed Val with the medication and they hadn't. And it's a good thing they had it because she was allergic to the medication that they were saying that they told the hospital that they dosed her with. So I I don't know.
Yeah, they're only technicians, EMT, emergency medical technicians. They basically means they have 6 months education and a certificate, which I understand. And I realized when I talking to them that they were not going to give us a diagnosis, even if it was, if to them obvious that she wasn't having a heart attack, and they could have saved us the trip and all that. They were not going to do it. And on the other hand, it seemed like they wanted to go back home. They didn't want to do it. Didn't you get that impression? They wanted me to take her. Can you take her? I said, well, right now I can't take her.
I was trying to use my outside voice. I'm just gonna stop talking.
Who's complaining?
Nobody can believe this time. I think I'm sitting too far away is what it is.
Excuse me.
So, how are you guys doing? Anybody do any good pranks today?
No, we had a prank-free day.
We had planned on doing something until this happened, until we got this letter, and so which pretty much ruined our day.
Yeah.
And I spent the rest of the day changing doctors, medical areas. You had a wonderful day. How dare you?
I don't usually do anything on April Fool's Day anymore. It was my mom's birthday. She would have been 72 today if she was still alive.
Hey guys,
So
let's
I
get
don't
some
do
thumbs up. We're still missing some thumbs.
We had good news.
What kind of good news do you have, Sniffle Monster?
I hope it's that you got a new job.
Yeah.
China tried to prank me this morning. She tried to have me go skiing in the backyard. Hello, Jenny.
Hey, Jenny.
Missing some thumbs.
Yay, Lee! Woo!
A technical supporter at Amazon, huh?
Should probably be able to work from home with that job. 2 weeks of training start Monday. At least you won't have to work in the warehouse where everybody's sick.
So, Kai had a horrible day.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, Jenny.
Very sorry, Kaya.
Sorry, Kaya.
We love you.
Oh, what if we've been on for like 30 minutes? I don't think we can go over it again, Jenny. Just.
Oh, Eric, I hope you didn't get hurt. Medical issues, Jenny, and doctors. And
Yeah.
No, why did it? Ouch. We just started April. Was March like 12 months long or what? Is just confinement just starting to get to me? What day is it?
It's April 1st.
That means nothing.
It's Wednesday.
Trash day.
Okay.
See, I knew that because I had to get up early to put the trash out.
All right. They're all just running into each other now.
Right. It's
Happy
your birthday.
birthday!
Happy birthday.
Angel, ready?
Today would have been my mom's birthday.
Are you ready, Angel? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jenny. Happy birthday to you.
Good job, Angel.
Yay! Good girl. I'm glad it made you smile. And many more. Angel is my favorite. Yes, she's a good singer.
She sings better than the rest of us. Don't you?
She's got a good singing voice.
So what else is going on with us? Besides me obviously driving Val crazy.
Oh, by the way, guys, make sure you are watching the videos after the closer.
Yeah, we're doing our Marvel thing where we have a post and video.
There goes Nora.
Pretty much, if it's a funny vlog that they've did, like yesterday's, there's something after the credits for you guys to enjoy. We noticed yesterday that a lot of you guys missed it. So rewatch yesterday's vlog.
We do want to talk about something less depressing, like what driveway is
Like
called?
why a driveway is called a driveway when you park on it, and a parkway is where you drive. Why is a driveway a driveway if you park on it?
My truck slides on the driveway.
Yeah, it just moves all by itself.
All by itself. I park it, and the next morning it's 3 feet lower because of my horrible, horrible driveway.
What, Lee? What?
What?
Lee, what? What do you want, Lee? What? Lee, what do you want, Lee? Lee, hi, Lee.
I'm practicing good social distance over here. I'm 6 feet away.
You're not 6 feet away from Kevin.
It's because you guys kept telling me that I was too far away and that I needed to get
because
closer.
Nobody wants to see
Hi,
me.
Lee.
Lee the lizard.
Who's Lee? Oh no. Who dat? Who dat Lee?
Are you doing that out of nervousness?
No, I'm cold.
Well, I've got
So
plenty of
hand
nervous
sanitizer
energy.
warms your hands?
Oh, no, I just blew my nose.
Oh, I didn't see you blow your nose. I'm sorry.
Oh, gotta take this call, guys.
Can I move the camera?
Hiya! Are you a ninja?
I actually need to run.
What are you doing?
Oh.
Boo!
We're gonna leave you with Kevin for a minute,
Oh
guys.
my God! I'm sorry for you guys.
What did you watch?
We're gonna leave you all alone with Kevin for a few minutes.
Need the heating on?
No heat.
We're actually, starting to warm up a bit, which means that it's in the 40s in the daytime. Still goes down in the 20s at night, which is. We had this bizarre. What's it called? Hail. When I was in California and we had hail, we would it would be square, which I thought was really weird to have square or flat-sided hail, and it was about the size of a BB all the time. Anytime it would hail, that's how it looked. Here it could be all kinds of different shapes, but the other day it was round, perfectly round. And and completely clear. No, it's not cloudy or anything. And I was driving in it, and there really wasn't a lot of it on the road, but the truck started to fishtail. It was like driving on ball bearings. And when I got home, it was almost impossible to climb the steps to the front door because of this hail. It was like walking on marbles, or it was frightening. And there wasn't a lot of it, but it was just hard and round. So that was weird. Yeah, I know. I will, Tammy, have to put the air conditioner back on because of Val and her Arctic tundra that she wants. I've never seen it before in California, but you know, it doesn't rain or hail very often there anymore. Here it rains or snows or something almost every day. There's all kinds of change. Oh, hey, Mike, need to go? Yeah, I hope it goes better too. See you later, Mike. So, yeah, I've never seen. Have you had anybody had that experience driving on hail? Because that was frightening. So, and usually, and I'm already used to seeing black ice. You hit black ice and you'll slide. And when the snow is deep enough, your tires have no traction. But this hail wasn't even very heavy on the ground, and it was like being on a conveyor belt. You've never seen hail before, Cora?
Ooh, sorry.
Come visit here. It'll probably change from snow to hail to rain all in one day. So I'm kind of confused. Deep. Oh, you want Val's Dio? She wants your doll.
My dear? Do you know what he does? He moves around and he makes noises.
Oh, Northern California. British weather? Yeah. Do you get the 3 feet of snow too, or is that just us? I don't know if I think it's because of where we are, not just that we're the
No,
same.
I don't know what he does. I just know he turns on and moves around and makes noise.
What? Didn't it go on?
I didn't turn him on.
Well, turn them on. Sounds like a bird. Yeah. Okay, basket case. See you later.
He said also. Who else is leaving?
Mike had to go.
Oh, bye, Mike. Bye, basket case. You want? Kevin bought him for me after I had my dopamine withdrawals.
Then after all the rain and the snow and the sleet and the hail, and then it freezes overnight, and the next day it's just a big sheet of ice. That's what it's like here, almost on a daily basis.
Angel, out of China's bed. Angel, out of China's bed. Get out of China's bed. Hey, Angel!
Come here, buddy.
Come
Come
on.
here, buddy. Guess who's come to say hi?
Come on up.
Somebody. Oh, where are you going, buddy? Hey, well, I guess he's hungry. Hi to the Boomeister.
Nauseous.
Who?
I will say you had me quite scared for you that one night.
Who, me?
No, the night of the dopamine withdrawals.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't expect it either.
Well, Lee saw the video. I did show Lee the video.
We had no idea that that would occur because this was for her restless legs. And even the doctor we spoke to said that it's kind of a surprise that you had that reaction.
Yeah, he
But it
said
was-
that he thinks it's more than restless legs. Thank you, Pumpkinhead. Or Pumpkin.
So how are you guys all doing with this coronavirus shut-in stuff? It's really, really weird for us.
So, Pumpkin, you wanted us to tell a story about how we met Nikki and John?
Yeah, we could do that. A full head of gray hair at 29. I kind of like my gray hair.
Nikki and John moved in next door to us when we lived in California. And we didn't talk to them at first when they first moved in. And we would always hear like screaming and yelling and stuff like that. And we thought they were always fighting.
I asked if I needed to call the cops on them.
Yeah, Sarah and I were working in the garage one day and we were hearing all these noises and Sarah's like, should we call the cops, you know? I'm like, no, I don't want to get involved, you know? So, and then she came home really late one night and it was around Halloween time. And we were in Megan's room for some reason and Megan's window overlooked their house. And they, John was sitting like a scarecrow. They had a couch out front for some reason. And John was sitting like a scarecrow on the couch. And when she was walking up, she was coming home from the Playboy Mansion. And she had been drinking. And when she was walking up to the house, he grabbed her. And she started screaming. And we're all looking out the window. And she's like, look, you're making the neighbors look at us. You're making them laugh. And whatever.
And that's how we
So,
became the neighbors.
That's how we became the neighbors. And then we invited them to our Halloween party.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nikki and Megan became very good friends.
yeah.
And we became very good friends. We hung out a lot.
Yeah, we did.
And then basically talked us into starting our own
YouTube
YouTube
channel.
channel. But that wasn't until they moved to Hollywood.
Yeah, when they moved to
Yeah.
Hollywood is when we decided, okay,
And so,
let's do it. And we couldn't think of any other name than the neighbors because that's how they always referred
to us as the neighbors. So then we became the neighbors. And I got my first software for editing, and I had to have John come over and show me how to use it because I had no clue. And we bought a decent camera used, and that's it.
And the RV ruined it.
Yeah,
No!
the RV broke the camera. But it's okay, we got another used one.
Hey guys, before I forget, Val asked me to show you guys all something. So I'm gonna come over here.
Let me get this little beast.
Pardon my booty shot there. So, we're all supposed to. Everybody's worried about wearing masks and not having enough masks. And I know, too close. Too close! So since everyone's being encouraged to either make their own or be creative, I thought I would show you guys how to make a temporary cloth mask. You can reuse it over and over again, and it's super simple. Take a bandana. Pardon my mustache. I mustache you. To please cover your face if you go out in public. You fold it in half again. Take 2 hair ties, one on either end. So it's going to look like that, okay? And then you'll take and fold the ends over into the middle so that it looks like that. And you're holding the 2 ends, put it to your face. And now you have a mask. And so if you go in public, you don't have to be afraid of coughing on people. I don't advise wearing glasses with it because it fogs them up really fast. So quick, safe, washable, reusable, easy. Yeah, I saw it on Facebook too. It's wonderful. But apparently a lot of people didn't know you could do that.
We got extra toilet paper.
No, we're not supposed to say anything.
We're not?
No.
Oh, we're not supposed to say anything. I just wanted to point out that we got it because I'm 60 years old and...
You're welcome, Pumpkin. I'm sweating here.
And I'm freezing.
Did I lose my boomster? He's gone already, huh?
Yeah. I came back in, he left.
Laura's here. I got a very itchy nose right now, but I've been crying all day, so.
Yeah, how can you not touch your face? It's like you touch your face like 100 times a day.
Yeah, something like that.
It's and you don't even notice you're doing it, especially if your nose is itchy or whatever.
And if you're anything like me, I'm super sensitive to smells and my allergies get set off real easy, so all of a sudden my nose will start going and I'm constantly rubbing my nose.
And I'm always doing this because I have this this thing on my chin constantly.
And right now I'm just wiping all the sweat off of my forehead and my nose.
You want hand sanitizer?
Here you go, buddy.
What is your favorite song? I don't really have a favorite song anymore.
I don't even listen to music anymore. I don't listen to music anymore, which is really sad since I have a master's degree in music. So,
Really?
I don't even listen to it in the truck.
I have way too many favorites and they're mostly heavy metal.
Mine was mostly jazz. And I don't think I've listened to any music at all since before we moved. Have we ever had music on?
Yeah, sometimes I'll play some songs on the way back from Maine, but they're specific songs.
Oh, yeah. See, my music library on my phone disappeared when I bought, when I got a new phone, and I don't know how to get them back. Why did I not listen to music? It's just don't have time, and you listen to music to relax, and I really don't relax anymore. I'm always doing something. Always have to be doing something. Laffy Taffy. Around Halloween time, when we used to have our Halloween parties, we used to.
Baby Shark.
Oh no.
Yeah, she said, "What's your least favorite song?"
Oh. What is Laffy Taffy?
Candy.
No, Baby Shark. Rosalie's obsessed with that song.
Girls call me Jolly Rancher because I taste so good. That's as safe as far as I can go without. Alright. We used to listen to, especially in the Halloween, to Insane Clown Posse's Boogie Woogie.
Boogie Woogie
That-
Woo.
That thing used to crack me up all the time. But that's probably the last time we've actually listened to music, and we had to put music together. And we had Mike, who's DJ Chrome, who was on earlier, was would be our DJ, and had all kinds of cool music, and we would make musical lists and stuff like that. It was great.
Bye, Kaya. We love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Love
See
you,
ya, Kaya.
Kaya.
So, has anybody else done anything to keep their sanity around here? Around your place? Oh, State of Rock at Home song.
Oh, yeah.
We just saw Samuel Jackson read the poem. So, on Jimmy Kimmel, I guess it was. Okay. Okay, Lee. Phone, TV, YouTube. Yeah. Keep sanity. Yeah, we weren't sane to begin with. So.
What? Why are y'all looking at me?
I heard
Just
screaming.
looked up.
I looked that way because I heard screaming outside.
I like your tattoos. Oh, the ones on my legs. I have a very good tattoo artist. She's sitting right there.
What are you talking about? I can't tattoo. 6 feet apart. How am I
These were
supposed
all
to tattoo?
These
How am I
were
supposed
all done before Sarah, right here. Sarah, lean into the picture. She's my tattoo artist.
6 feet apart.
There you
She's
go.
my tattoo artist. Oh no, Amber's got paint.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I want to see a 3D octopus painted on at least 2, if not 3 surfaces in your bathroom then. I want updates.
That's right, with Captain Sparrow in the one corner. There you go.
I've been begging her for another tattoo, Heidi, and she won't give me one.
Be right back. So you're gonna have to stare at Val's feet, I guess.
Moving the bathroom sink will do the trick. Oh my god, that means she's going to be playing with plumbing.
Oh, Lord.
Everybody stay out of Vermont tomorrow.
Yes. The
I don't
electrical,
care.
the electrical and the phone lines will not be safe if Amber is messing with plumbing.
I don't care if you are under mandatory lockdown. I think the police and the fire department and EMTs, everybody will give you ample permission to leave the premises. Well, it definitely isn't going to exist after tomorrow. You dyed your hair successfully. We haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, we're only going on hearsay here.
Does that mean you're not a blonde anymore? We can't make blonde jokes about you anymore? Oh,
What's up, Boomer?
say a little boom boom. Hey, Boomy. Come over here. Here. Come on. Come on. Takes forever for him to settle down. It's just like, come here.
I don't
come here.
know. I don't think I have.
Heidi asked if you were gonna get another tattoo, what would you get?
Oh, I can't show you my phone. I'm reusing my phone to record. I am getting this sleeve is going to get done next.
You hear that?
Yeah.
And
It's gonna be an iceberg with a polar bear.
Right.
And
it's going to be an iceberg with a polar bear and a ice warrior princess sitting on it. And when my cousin, this tattoo right here is in honor of my cousin. And when he passed away, his urn had fish on it. So we're gonna tattoo the fish that were on the urn around my arm. You want an owl tattoo?
I'm game. I'll do an owl tattoo.
You ain't doing no tattoos unless
No,
you're
until this
tattooing
dang
me.
quarantine's over. I ain't even tattooing myself because I don't want to hear how jealous you are that I'm getting ink, but you're not.
That's right.
6 foot rule.
Why
do we have tattoos? Because we like them?
Tattoos are an expression of my art, and all my tattoos have meanings. Like this sleeve, breast cancer, bipolar.
They hide all the body parts she munched on.
Army, animal abuse, pancreatitis, my peace sign. Everything on here, there's a reason. There's a meaning to it. Every tattoo I have on my body, there's a meaning and a reason.
And it's therapeutic. Therapeutic, right, Boomy?
You're welcome. I have our cross-country trip from when we drove from California to New Hampshire tattooed on my leg here.
Don't step. Where are you going, buddy? Of course.
$496 tax. Oh, you're from Canada?
So what's it like up there with all this?
Well, their president had it, didn't he? Or his wife?
One was the Nadier.
We're down to 9 people. And how long have we been on?
What's that?
How long have we been on?
I don't know. Does it say anywhere? Does it say on the phone?
Yeah, I don't feel like getting up and looking.
We running out of steam?
I am.
All right. 81 minutes. Excuse me.
So, I'm getting pretty tired, guys. I think I'm gonna go ahead and fuck. I think I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna call it an evening. Now I can hear you. We are not sure. We're gonna shoot for Friday night and maybe play some games, but with my health, we can't guarantee it. So.
Try to get some delivery, not holding out much hope for a slot. Get home delivery. I'm missing something. Leslie Vick, home delivery of
Food.
Food? Yeah. Every now and then we'll get Domino's, that's about it.
Can we play games and shots? There's absolutely no alcohol in my house. Believe me, I was looking for some today. But, yeah, we could do that, lady. So, but anyway, guys, we're gonna, I was gonna say we're gonna cut this short, but I guess it's not really short. So, we're gonna go ahead and call it an evening.
Okay. See ya.
So, hugs and kisses. Catch it and keep it. And peace out, guys. Thanks for coming. We love you all. Sorry for the rant at the beginning. Just stuff we're going through and needed to share. So.
Yeah, it's therapeutic. Talk to you guys.
So.
Hear your opinions and stuff.
Yeah.
It does help.
So anyway, we're going to call it an evening.
Gonna call it evening.
We hope you enjoyed a little bit of Saturday Cinema video.
That was quick.
It's in the middle of that. Bye, guys.
Bye, yeah.